Good morning, General. How are you? Have you been following all these lessons? I hope you're watching and following these lessons. So during these COVID-19 lockdown days, so we are away from our schools. Yet we have this facility of watching these video lessons produced by City Digitals, and we are really thankful to the organizers. Today I want to deal with a small topic, question tags. Question tags are also called tag questions. Question tags are also called tag questions. We use these question tags in English to have some confirmation on the statement we make or when we talk to the people. When we want to confirm it, the statement that you have made, we use these question tags. For example, if I make this statement, you are coming tomorrow, I am talking to a person and I want to have it confirmation from the person I am talking to whether he is coming tomorrow or not. If I say you are coming tomorrow, so this is statement because we have a subject here and this is our coming, the verb in continuous tense, tomorrow may be an object. So you are coming tomorrow. This is statement. I am talking to a person and I want him to confirm it whether he is coming tomorrow or not. So when I make a statement, immediately I will use this question tag. You are coming tomorrow, aren't you? తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే నువ్వు రేపు వస్తున్నావు రావట్లేదా అన్నారు. You are coming tomorrow. So this is a positive statement. Positive statement because the main verb, that is are coming, in positive sense. You are coming tomorrow. If I use you are not coming tomorrow, if I use not here, this is a negative statement. నువ్వు రేపు రావట్లేదు, that is a negative. నువ్వు రేపు వస్తున్నావు, so that is positive statement because here no negative form here. Then look at this tag. Here we have not, aren't you? So it's a negative question. Or negative question or negative tag. So remember this one, when we use these statements in positive manner and they are followed by a negative question, that's why this is called question tag or tag questions. A tag that is added after the statement. So it is used for confirmation. or to get some information. To get information from the people we are talking to, or to make it confirm, to get the confirmation from the people that we are talking to. So they are very useful, especially in written communication. Written communication. So we all know that there are two communications, oral communication and written communication. Oral communication and written communication. Oral communication means just we communicate orally, that is by speaking. And this is written communication by of writing. See, this is oral communication. When we speak to people, when we want to communicate something, when we want to convey something, we speak, isn't it? We speak to understand. We speak to be understood, or we write to be understood. See, we want to convey something, we do two things, whether we speak or write, isn't it? So when we write, it is called written communication. When we speak, it is called oral communication. These question tags are mostly used in written communication rather than oral communication. Even, of course, they are used also in oral communication, but mostly used in written communication. Written communication. That's why to communicate something, we need some language, isn't it? We need some expression. When we have proper expressions, then we can communicate properly. So these statements, these question tags are very, very much useful, mostly in use written communication, especially when we want to get some confirmation or information of the people we are talking to. Okay. As I told you, there are two types of question tags. One is positive question tag. Second is the negative question tag. Here also we have positive statement. Positive statement. When we have negative statement, this book is not interesting. This book is not interesting. Or this film is not interesting. That's a negative statement because the not is used there. Immediately it's followed by a positive question tag. This book is not interesting. So the question tag is it? ఈ పుస్తకం ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్గా లేదు, ఉందా అంటాం. Is it? If the statement is positive one, the book is very interesting, then negative question tag will be used, isn't it? The book is not interesting. Here the positive question tag is. So we all know that when we use not, it's nothing but a negative one. So if the not is used in the statement, that is a negative statement. If the not is used in the statement, this is a positive statement. So vice versa. You simply remember, when you have positive statement, the question tag will be negative one. When you have negative statement, the question tag will be a positive one. That's only. Okay, these are the two types we have in the question tags. Now, we shall look into its rules, because every concept in grammar has some rules. But rules are not important when we have some practice. But for the sake of a better understanding, we better go for the rules. First one is same as I told you. If the statement is negative, use positive question tag. The statement is negative, use positive question tag. Second one, if the statement is positive, use negative question tag. Third one is use or begin with your tag with auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb is also called helping verb. Helping verb. Fourth rule is use pronoun. Use pronoun after the auxiliaries. Last one, keep question mark at the end. There are only 5 rules in question tags. Rule 1 is if the statement is negative, use positive question tag. Vice versa. That means if the statement is positive, use negative question tag. Begin your tag with auxiliary verb always. That is helping verb. And use pronoun after the auxiliaries. For example, the statement is Virat Kohli is a good cricketer. Kohli is a good cricketer. It's a statement. Which statement? It's a positive statement. So, as per our rules, the question tag should be a negative one. Kohli is a good cricketer. Isn't he? Here he is a pronoun. We should not use the noun here. This is a rule of a question tag. So we always use pronouns only. We need not repeat the name again here. See, another day we discussed the parts of speech. Pronoun is a word which is used in place of noun or instead of noun. So the noun, that is the name of a person, Kohli, need not be repeated here again. So instead of Kohli, you can use he. So the right question tag is isn't he, because the statement is a positive one. So negative question tag should be used. If the statement is a negative one, Kohli is not a good cricketer, if I say, and then remove this one, not, because it should be a positive question tag. So is he? That is only for simple remembrance. Always remember that if there is no not in the statement, keep not there in the question tag. If there is not in the statement and if there is no not in the statement, then use that not in the question tag. That's all. Then third one is fourth is keep a question tag at the end, because it's a question tag. So question tag should always be ended with a question mark, isn't it? Simply what we are doing, we are changing the statement to a questions. See, question tags are nothing but which help the speaker to change his statements into a question, to get some confirmation or information from the people they are talking to. So these are all about the rules. When we have some exercises, as I told you, it's a fine day today. Let us say good day today, or it's a sunny day today. So this is a positive statement. As we have the rules, go for the negative question tag. Isn't it? It's a fine day today, isn't it? Isn't it? If the statement is a negative one, the picture is not an attractive one. The picture is not an attractive one. So here we have not, it's a negative statement. Go for the positive question tag. Is. The picture means it's a noun. So go for the pronoun it. Is it? Is it? The picture is not an attractive one. Anta ఆకర్షణీయంగా లేదు అంటే ఉందా అంట. Is it? Okay. If the statement doesn't have the auxiliary verb, what you have to do? For example, my uncle bought a new car last week. My uncle bought a new car last week. పోయిన వారం మా అంకులు కొత్త కారు కొన్నాడు. So here we have only my main verb. What's our rule? Always begin your tag with an auxiliary one. But we have only main verb here. For example, here we have an auxiliary one. Here also we have an auxiliary one. So no problem. We can begin our question tag with an auxiliary. That's the rule. But when we have only main verb, what you have to do? The rule is we should always begin our question tag with helping verb only. That's why remember always, in every verb 1 or verb 2, verb 1 means simple present, verb 2 means simple past. That means when do you have these auxiliary verbs? Auxiliary verbs are used in continuous tense, perfect tense and future tense. In continuous tense, perfect tense and future tense. Of course, present perfect continuous all come. But only main verbs are used in simple present tense, simple past only. So what you have to do in case we have the statements with simple present tense, simple past, as we have here. It's a simple past, but. So in every verb 1, there will be do or does. For example, watch. Do plus watch or does plus watch. Other day we discussed in parts of speech that in simple present tense, third person takes yes or yes for the main verb. He, she, it. Singular third person. For example, if I say I watch television, but when we use he or she, it, we have to add es, watches. She watches television. He watches television. If I say I play cricket, he plays cricket or she plays cricket. So in third person singular, the verb takes yes or es for every V1. That's why in every V1, innerly or internally, there is either do or does. If we use he, she, it, does will be there. If we use the remaining I, you, we, they, there will be do. Likewise, in verb 2, there will always be did. Did plus V1 is equal to verb 2 only. Did plus V1. That means in every verb 2, there will be did plus V1. For example, if I say, did you come yesterday? Did you come yesterday? Or if I say, somebody came yesterday, the teacher came yesterday, that's a positive statement. If you want to use it in a negative way, she did not come yesterday. See? She did not come yesterday. She came yesterday, that's the main verb. She did not come yesterday. Both were in past tense only. That's why in every verb 2, there will be did. That's why whenever there is a statement with main verb, especially in past tense, so begin your question tag with did only. See, my uncle bought a new car last week. It's a positive statement. Question tag should be didn't he. Why did we use did he here? As I told you, in every verb 2 there will be did. So begin your question tag with did only. Since it is a positive statement, go for the negative question tag not. As I told you, always use pronoun only. My uncle, he means here he. Didn't he? So if I say that I play cricket, I play cricket. Actually, in play there will be V1, do or does, isn't it? So go for the don't I. If I use she plays cricket, doesn't she? He plays cricket, doesn't he? So I play cricket, don't I? Because do is there in play, as I told you here. And since it is a positive statement, go for the negative one, not, and I is repeated here as a pronoun only. So don't I. I hope